only got put out because Iman leaked the divorce documents from Jump Street. Our divorce was private. Our proceedings was private. Everything was private for a whole year. Y'all didn't even know. I'm gonna give you one even better. The same time that I filed for divorce, I still had Iman opening up for me on tour. Iman was still with me on tour. Let's talk about it. Iman was with me on tour. We singing Wake Up Love, we kissing, we hugging, we da-da-da-da-da. Like, at the end of the day, I still had your back. I still looked out for you. And that's another thing. Y'all sitting there saying, like, at the end of the day, I always held Iman down. When Iman stopped playing basketball, I got him on the shy. I I called Lena and said, yo, these motherfuckers is playing with my husband. Like, he's so much bigger than basketball. He's so much bigger than boom, 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 boom. Like, he could act, he could model, he could boom, 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 he could do whatever he want to do. Let's get him where he needs to be.
The drama between Teyana Taylor, Iman Shumpert, and Aaron has just taken an earth-shattering turn that no one saw coming. Teyana publicly declared Aaron as the real father of her baby, completely flipping the narrative and shocking everyone involved. This revelation didn't just stun Iman, who many fans assumed might be the father, but it also sent shockwaves through their entire fan base and inner circles. Social media exploded with disbelief, heated debates, and a whirlwind of emotions. From all sides, the tension between Iman and Aaron has now reached an intense boiling point, and many are left wondering how Iman is coping with this sudden and painful bombshell. This story, filled with love, betrayal, and unexpected twists, has captivated everyone's attention. The truth is finally out, but the big question remains. What does this mean for their already complicated history? Stay tuned as we dive deep into this explosive revelation and unpack every detail. Teyana didn't keep the news under wraps for long. She took to social media with a heartfelt and emotional message that left no room for speculation. She confirmed, beyond any doubt, that Aaron is the biological father of her baby, a declaration that stunned fans and reshaped the entire narrative. In her post, Teyana expressed gratitude towards Aaron for standing by her side through all the challenges, showing a side of their relationship that many hadn't witnessed before. This public announcement marked a major shift from secrecy to bold openness, surprising many, especially those who had been rooting for Iman. Teyana's emphasis on honesty and moving forward with love sent a strong message to everyone watching. Some speculate that this was a strategic move designed to finally end all rumors and speculation once and for all. Although the public now has clarity about the paternity, questions about the timing of the announcement remain, sparking conversations about trust, loyalty, and respect. This moment clearly marks a new chapter in Teyana's life and relationship with Aaron, one that promises to redefine everything. For Iman, this revelation was nothing short of devastating. Sources close to him say that he was blindsided and felt betrayed by how publicly and suddenly the news was revealed. Friends describe his reaction as a painful mixture of shock, heartbreak, and confusion. He had hoped to remain an important part of the child's life, perhaps as a father figure, and this announcement forced him to confront harsh and painful truths about their past and his role moving forward. Although Iman has remained silent, in public those close to him say he is struggling privately, grappling with intense emotions and the reality of the situation. Concerned friends worry about his mental and emotional well-being during this turbulent time. Some insiders even fear this revelation could deepen the rift between him and Aaron, making an already tense relationship even more complicated. Iman is now forced to reevaluate what his involvement in the child's life will look like, facing a crossroads that challenges everything he thought he knew. This is undeniably an emotional and pivotal moment for him that will shape the future. Fans and the general public wasted no time reacting to the bombshell announcement, igniting a wildfire of responses across social media platforms. The internet became a battleground of opinions, emotions, and hot takes within minutes. Everywhere, from Twitter threads to TikTok reaction videos, from Instagram stories to YouTube commentaries, the conversation exploded. Some expressed deep sympathy for Iman, calling the situation heartbreaking and suggesting that he had been blindsided. Many felt that given his history with Teyana, he deserved more respect and a more private resolution. Supporters of Iman saw him as a victim of a very public humiliation, and some questioned why Teyana chose such a moment to go public with such life-changing information. At the same time, a large group of fans came to Teyana's defense, praising her for finally setting the record straight. These supporters viewed her decision to go public not as a dramatic stunt, but as a bold step toward emotional liberation. They applauded her for taking control of her narrative after months of speculation, leaks, and judgment. For them, this wasn't about hurting anyone. It was about being honest, even if that truth was difficult to face. There was also widespread praise for her bravery in navigating such a complex emotional situation while in the public eye. Supporters of Aaron had their own moment of celebration. The confirmation of his fatherhood was, to them, a long overdue recognition of his place in Teyana's life. For months, Aaron had been portrayed as a secondary figure, someone lingering in the shadows of Teyana's previous relationship with Iman. But this news changed all that. Suddenly, Aaron wasn't just a figure from a complicated past. He was part of her present and future. His role was no longer ambiguous. It was defined, acknowledged, and in the eyes of many, deserved. Fans who had been rooting for him viewed the announcement as validation. But the reaction wasn't limited to praise or sympathy. It quickly spiraled into polarizing debates. Across social media, people began arguing about who deserved loyalty, who had been wronged, and who was ultimately responsible for the messy entanglement. Some accused Teyana of orchestrating unnecessary drama by revealing everything so publicly. Critics questioned her timing, her motivations, and her sensitivity toward Iman's feelings. They felt that she could have chosen a more private, compassionate way to share such sensitive news. Others, however, insisted that Teyana had every right to live her truth openly. They argued that women are often expected to hide, suppress, or apologize for their choices, especially when those choices challenge traditional narratives of love and family. In this view, her public announcement was a form of resistance against that pressure. The debate spilled into countless live streams, Instagram polls, Reddit threads, and even podcasts, with influencers and commentators weighing in with their own interpretations. Memes and jokes followed quickly, as they often do in the age of viral culture. Screenshots of the reveal were remixed into everything from sad ballads to soap opera-style skits. Hashtags like Teyana Truth or Aaron Confirmed and Iman Deserves Better climbed the trending charts, turning this personal revelation into a global entertainment moment. Even those who weren't initially invested in the saga found themselves pulled in, drawn by the sheer intensity of the online discourse. TikTok creators reenacted scenes, analysts broke down body language, and think pieces emerged on what this situation said about fame, love, and public accountability. The confirmation that Aaron is the biological father fundamentally shifted the foundation of the story. It wasn't just a plot twist, it was a redefining moment. It gave Aaron a level of legitimacy and permanence in Teyana's life that no one could now deny. This wasn't just a romantic entanglement anymore. It was a family matter, one that would shape parenting decisions, legal responsibilities, and emotional boundaries for years to come. Reports from insiders indicate that Aaron has fully embraced his role, stepping up in a way that surprised even those closest to Teyana. He's said to be involved in preparing for the baby, making plans with Teyana about co-parenting, and even attending therapy sessions to better understand how to support her and the child. Friends say he's showing signs of maturity and commitment that many didn't expect from him, especially given the scrutiny and drama surrounding the announcement. On the other hand, the situation presents an emotional and legal maze for Iman. While he may not be the biological father, he has shared a deep emotional bond with Teyana, and, up until recently, was believed by the public to be a major figure in the child's life. Now, he faces a complicated decision: whether to remain involved, and if so, in what capacity. Legal. Experts suggest that if Iman had established a parental role before the confirmation, he might still pursue some legal rights regarding visitation or involvement in the child's upbringing. However, that path would likely be emotionally charged and possibly contested. Friends close to Iman say he is struggling to make sense of everything. Some describe him as heartbroken, while others say he is more focused on self-preservation at this point, trying to shield himself from further public humiliation. Whether he decides to speak out, take legal action, or quietly step back remains to be seen. But what's certain is that his next move will be heavily scrutinized by both fans and media. Many are hoping he finds peace and clarity, whatever path he chooses. Meanwhile, Teyana is said to be entirely focused on her child's future and on maintaining peace wherever possible. Her inner circle claims that she is determined to avoid further conflict, both for her own emotional well-being and for the stability of her growing family. She's reportedly working closely with legal advisors, therapists, and mediators to ensure that the transition into this new chapter happens with as little damage as possible. Despite the backlash and the division among fans, Teyana appears resolute in her decisions. This revelation has reshaped the entire dynamic, leaving no one untouched. It's not just about gossip anymore, it's about real lives, real feelings, and real consequences. The public may be fascinated by the scandal, but for those involved, it's a deeply personal and life-altering moment. The relationships between Teyana, Aaron, and Iman will never be the same. Their futures have been irreversibly altered by this revelation, and no matter how much time passes, this chapter will remain a defining part of their stories. The only question now is, where do they go from here? Whatever the answer, it's clear that the world will be watching. Teyana's bold and public announcement has undoubtedly changed everything in this ongoing saga. The shockwaves from this news continue to ripple through the personal lives of those involved and the many fans who follow the story. Iman's heartbreak and Aaron's newfound role as a father set the stage for even more drama in the near future. This is far beyond simple celebrity gossip. It touches on real issues of family, loyalty, and emotional healing. The story is far from over. In fact, it's only just beginning to unfold with even more twists ahead. Fans everywhere are eagerly watching for every update, every reaction, and every move these three make. Questions remain. How will Iman respond publicly? Will Aaron embrace his new responsibilities wholeheartedly? And what does this mean for Teyana's happiness and future plans? One thing is clear. This love triangle has escalated to a whole new level of complexity and intensity. Stay tuned, because the next chapter promises even more explosive updates and behind-the-scenes revelations that no one will want to miss.